And he will against Murray as well. And here's where Ward on the inside's got a punch. He's got to let his hands go. Right now, the quickness of Murray bothering him, and Ward himself is pretty quick with his hands.
And Murray being very effective with those body shots, not missing very many.
Well, this is a different Mickey Ward. Finally, he throws the left hook. I remember him 3 or 4 years ago. He would have been ripping shots to the body and the head of Murray. Not doing it now.
What makes a fighter change like that? What is it that makes a fighter change?
I think in Mickey Ward's case, it was a couple of those losses damaged his confidence, and then he just got a little gun shy in the ring. Wasn't ripping, wasn't being aggressive and offensive as he had been before. And it's a matter of getting away from the things that really were effective for you. And also, you know what? As we look at Charles Murray there, Mickey Ward was always in between being a boxer and a puncher, so maybe he really got caught in between. Murray going downstairs very well. Oh, good combination. And you see, now, that's where Ward comes with the counter left hook, but doesn't get there. Murray continuing that assault. Oh, now that was a wicked body shot. Great replay by the folks in the truck. And I'll tell you what, that's a good indication of the power Murray has downstairs.
Well, we and everybody else around the boxing scene has speculated of who might be the best of the 1988 crop of Olympians or near Olympians that are fighting as professionals now. And I, for one, have been largely in the corner of this man, Charles Murray. I think he has a world of potential, not yet fully realized, but by his own admission, not yet fully realized.
He has been superb, and he was great as an amateur. And the man he lost to, Todd Foster, in the trials, is also doing well as a pro, though hasn't had as much exposure as Murray, and maybe certainly hasn't fought the kind of competition Murray has. He's fighting as a lightweight. Mickey Ward had better start throwing his jabs more.
You know, to elaborate on what we touched upon just a moment ago, oftentimes we've spoken of fighters who really don't know what they're made of until they lose a fight. And when you look at the record of Irish Mickey Ward, he lost his first fight in September of 1988 to Mike Mungin, and since that time is 2-4.
Now, that's true, and it really damaged him. Here's Ward on the inside. Did you see he naturally turned to the lefty stance there, but didn't throw punches? That's what he needs to do. Big right by Ward.
And I think he got a thumb in the eye, did Murray.
Or a head in the eye. But Ward going to work. Now, there's the hooks downstairs by Ward. That's where Ward wants to be, on the inside, and he needs to throw. And before, when he turned lefty, you see that was a natural thing for him. He needs to do that more when he's on the inside. I think that woke Charles Murray up. The head or thumb in the eye, plus the overhand right that Ward landed.
I just want to correct something I said a moment ago. Since the loss to Mungin, which was Ward's second loss, he has lost twice in 4 decisions.
And he ended up taking that Mike Mungin. Mungin was about 13 or 14 pounds heavier than him in that bout. And the Ward and his people took it because they didn't want to stop the show for Top Rank and for ESPN, which personally, I don't think it was a good decision. Even though it helped the promoter and helped our network, still, it hurt Ward.
And Murray continuing to dictate the tempo of the fight. And Ward absorbing a lot of body punches, and they will take a toll.
Now, Ward wants to come in, but if he starts it out with the jab, and he has a good jab, he can get inside against Murray. There he is.
Very sense of slip, very solid body punches by Charles Murray.
The uppercut on the inside by Ward. You can see flashes of what Ward used to do. This isn't there all the time. And Charles Murray, I might add, we talk about Ward getting on the inside. Charles Murray's a good inside fighter. He is not just a boxer on the outside. He's got good moves in there, like that left to the body.
Also pretty good defensive fight. As you follow Mickey Ward back into his corner. A lot of experience in that corner. But Mickey Ward is undertaking a real test tonight.
Here is Mickey Ward landing the right. And then it'll be a head. Well, maybe that punch is what hurt the eye of... Oh, it was a left hook that hurt. No, it was the right. Yeah, right on the eye is where it landed of Charles Murray. And Murray, you see the reaction, distressed by the pain in that right eye.
When you take a look at that right eye, it does not appear to be badly damaged. Might have just scared him. He might have thought he cut him.
Yeah. And sometimes a glancing blow like that can act the same as a thumb catching it.
So we start the fourth round. You could sense Charles Murray picking up the tempo a little bit in that last round.
And Murray switches to southpaw Brisbane and then goes back.
Numbers through the first 3 rounds, Murray being considerably more effective and also throwing almost 70 punches more.
Those last 2 rounds, he picked up the pace a lot. That analogy that Mickey Ward made this morning to saying this fight felt to him like when Bobby Ches fought Andrew Maynard, a more experienced guy going against a young, almost Olympian in this case. The difference, I think, is that Charles Murray, at this point, is his farther advanced than Andrew Maynard, and Ward may not be as far advanced as Bobby Ches.
Murray slipped the left hand through the guard of Mickey Ward, forced him to take a step backward.
For those people that don't know, Bobby Ches upset Andrew Maynard. Oh, beautiful right by Murray. Boy, does he have a good right. You know, Mickey Ward can't just stand on the outside with him, especially if he's not going to throw his own jab.
The other thing that's really impressing me about Charles Murray more and more is he's really becoming a very good defensive fighter, too. True enough, not really getting tested so far tonight because Ward has not really done much on the offensive side of things, but Charles Murray hasn't been getting hit very much lately.
And part of the reason why he's better defensively is because he attacks so much. It's tough to get off against him. It's interesting. Ward came in here with the plan to test Murray's body. It's been just the other way around. Murray, who's always a good body puncher anyway, has worked very well downstairs.
Yeah, Murray has fought the fight exactly the way he told us this morning he would, and Mickey Ward has been unable to do the things that he said this morning he felt he had to do.
And that's where I think Ward right there should switch to the southpaw stance. It would confuse Murray a little bit and give him a different look, and he fights so much better on the inside as a southpaw.
Very sharp punches by Murray.
And this shows that it's a misnomer to think of Murray as only a guy who can box on the outside. You see him working very effectively on the inside. He's got all the moves.
Nice uppercut there.
The rap against Murray early was that his left hook, he slapped with it. But when he throws it down to the body, like there, he really digs it in.
Yeah, those are not slapping punches. And the right hand, the straight right hand becoming an effective weapon in this fourth round. Very good round for Charles Murray. We'll be back. Next week, we'll be at the State Fair in Phoenix, Arizona. It'll be Michael Carbajal, very popular figure in those parts, against Luis Monzote. We get underway 1 hour earlier than normal, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Phoenix, Arizona. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Good right hand by Charles Murray, getting in a good lead right in that case. And he sets it up with the jab in this case. So either way, the right hand is getting there. I won't be with you in Phoenix, but I know you'll have a good time down there.
I'll be thinking about you in Las Vegas.
Be up there for the Holyfield Douglas. Beyond ESPN with some Sports Center reports. The day after, of course, I do my 2 shows at the Riviera on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think I should mention that, don't you think?
I was going to. Nice combination and a right hand. I think Ward was hurt for the first time in this fight.
The last round demoralized him. I really believe it. Look, he's mad at himself. Mickey Ward talking to Murray, maybe trying to get him off his game a little bit.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't either, but he's grasping at straws right now. Now that's where Ward's got to work. If he's going to get mad and do something, it should be on the inside there. Can't just get mad and talk to him. He's got to throw punches.
Charles Murray has the demeanor of a champion. By that I mean he's very confident, not really a boastful sort of guy, very businesslike, very bright, very articulate.
And I would say if there was the best dressed list of boxers, he would be right on it. Always looks, he's always natty.
He'd be on the best dressed list for bankers.
That's true. Now there's Ward on the inside. Let's see if he can make this work at all. You see, naturally he's lefty. Now he's got to rip those. He's got to rip those right hooks. He's not doing it, and Murray is just taking him to school with the left hook because Ward isn't throwing. The reason it would be effective for him to be a southpaw on the inside is if there's any chink in Murray's armor, it's the left hook. And yet tonight, Murray is throwing that left hook as well as you would ever want to expect it to be thrown.
Yeah, to elaborate on the point that you made just a few minutes ago, Murray is even winning the battle on the inside.
Totally. Completely. And that's partially his own skills and partially